children, welcome to AIMS India's online classes. So today from a science subject we are going to learn about air, water and weather. Okay children, the chapter name is air, water and weather. And what are we going to learn from this chapter? That is, what is air made up of? Water, weather and seasons. Okay children, so we are going to learn about all these from this lesson. Clear? Okay, now here you can see children, so we are having three pictures here. So let us know what is it about. So here what is the boy doing? The boy is blowing dash into the balloon. What is the boy doing? He is blowing the air. No, he is blowing the air in the balloon. Clear? And in this picture, they are these two, girls, or one girl and a boy, they are flying a kite. No. So, dash is helping the kite to fly. What is helping the kite to fly? Again, it is air. No. Air. With the help of air, the kite is flying. No, in the sky. And here, the girl is breathing in dash. See here, the girl in the picture. What is she breathing in? That is again air. Okay, so what we are understanding here is, so we are blowing air and the kite is able to fly in the sky because of air, and we also breathe in air. Okay, clear? Yes, now air is essential for all living things. Let us learn what air contains and read about the water cycle and weather. So as we said in the beginning, our chapter name is air, water and weather. So we are going to discuss about all these, and first we are going to discuss about the air. Air is very essential. It is very important for us. No, for all living things, not only for us children, for plants, animals, all living things, air is very important. Without which we all cannot live. The living things cannot exist. That is, they cannot live. Okay. And what is air made up of? What is air made up of? So it is made up of gases. It is made up of gases. Like air is made up of gases such as nitrogen, oxygen and carbon dioxide. So air has got gases children. For example, nitrogen, oxygen and carbon dioxide. These are the three main gases which are there in the air. Along with this, you are also having some other gases. Okay, but major part and important gases of air are nitrogen, oxygen and carbon dioxide. So you have to remember these three gases when we talk about air. Clear children? Now we breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide. What do we do when we breathe? We breathe in and we also breathe out. No, inhale, that is breathe in, exhale is breathe out. But when we breathe in, we take oxygen. Which gas? We take oxygen. Okay. And when we breathe out, that is exhale, what do we leave? We are going to breathe out the carbon dioxide. Clear children? So oxygen, when we breathe in, carbon dioxide we are going to breathe out. Okay. Oxygen is also required for burning things. And oxygen is also required, is needed for burning things. Okay. Like for example children, if you take a candle, if you light a candle and if you keep it open, then it is going to burn. No. You can see the flame of the candle because the candle is surrounded with the air, that is oxygen. Okay, clear. And when you close it, when you close the candle, without passing any air, with some other container, when you just cover it, then that light also it's going to switch off. In the sense, you cannot see the light. So that is why we say that oxygen is also required for burning things. Okay, children. And nitrogen is important for the growth of plants. Nitrogen is important for growth of plants, like as we take food. No. Why do we need food, children? For our energy, for our growth. Same like that, plants also need food. And no, so why? To have growth. And this growth is possible because of nitrogen. It is very important gas for the plants. Okay, children, clear? Now we learn about water vapor. Water vapor. What is water vapor? Have you seen? Have you seen water vapor? Yes. Have you ever seen wet cloths hung out to dry on a cloths line? So this is like an like everyday what we see in our houses. No, we are going to see wet cloths. No, which are going to hung out to dry on a cloths line. No, we'll just tie a rope and we'll just place all the wet cloths on it. Why do we place all the wet cloths, children? So that they get dried. No, what happens to them after a while? What happens to them? They all get dried up. No, all the wet cloths get dried up. Then where does the water from the cloths vanish? No, before drying, the cloth was wet. After we placed it on the rope, no, after we placed it in the hot sun or in our balconies to get it dried up, what happened? They got dried up. Then where has been this water gone? No, that water on the cloths, where did it go? We will see it. The heat of the sun changes the water into water vapor. See here. So the water, what is there on the cloths, so that cloth has been dried because of the sun. No, the sun, what does it make? Because of its heat, it is going to change the water into water vapor. On heating the water, it is going to turn into water vapor. Clear? This vapor gets mixed with the air around. Now, we are having air. Atmosphere is nothing but air. So, we are surrounded with the air. So, this water vapor, what does it do? It gets mixed with the air. Hence, air contains water vapor. So, that is why we say air contains water vapor. We'll be going to learn about more of this topic in your future classes, children. But for now, you just remember that the heat of the sun is going to change the water into water vapor. Not only heat of the sun, because we have taken example of wet cloths, we said sun. But normally when you heat water, it is going to change as water vapor. Okay, the water is going to change as water vapor. And this vapor, it get mixed with the air around. Okay, children. So we can say that air contains water vapor. See here in the picture. As we have discussed, all the cloths are hung to this rope. No, to get dried. And because of the sun, all the wet cloths have got dried. No, and the water which is there on the cloth, it has been mixed with the air in the form of water vapor. Clear, children? Yes, now. Now we'll learn about dust particles. Dust particles. See, if you carefully observe a beam of light entering a dark room, you will see some small particles floating in the light. These are dust particles. So what are dust particles, children? So when you see very carefully, when you observe a beam of light entering a dark room, so you might have experienced it. If you see some light, okay, a small light entering in a dark room, you can see small particles floating in the light. No, you can see very small dust type of particles floating in the light. So that is why they are called as dust particles. These are all dust particles. So we can say that air also contains dust particles. So what we have learnt until now, that air contains gases, air contains water vapor, air contains dust particles, and now air also contains smoke and germs. Smoke and germs. Like when we burn something, it gives out smoke. Is it true? Yes. So when you burn something, children, what happens? It gives out the smoke. For example, even vehicles also give out smoke. No, passing vehicles on the road. So they also give smoke, give out. No, they are going to send out the smoke from the vehicle. No, and all this smoke gets mixed with the air. So what happens? Where is the smoke going? It is getting mixed up with the air. No, children. And when we sneeze or cough, we release germs into the air. So because we all live on this planet, so all human beings or animals, no. So when they sneeze and cough, what happens? We are going to release some germs into the air. So that is why we can say the air also contains smokes and germs. Smokes and germs. So that is why, so especially when we sneeze and cough, we ask everyone to keep a hand or a kerchief across the mouth and the nose. Why? Because the germs, they must not get spread to the others who are in front or aside to them. Clear, children? So this is how the air is containing smoke and germs. Clear, children? So here, so we have said that if you see a passed beam of light, what happens? You can see the dust particles here. So that light, this is a dark room. So from here we are passing the light, and you can see here, children, all small white color smoke type of picture here. So that is nothing but the dust particles in the air. Clear? Okay. Now, so we have discussed about air. We'll see about water now. All living beings need water to live. So as we all need air, we also need water to live. So we use water in many ways. Yes or no? So many ways. So what are they? We use it for drinking, washing, cooking, bathing, etc. So we use water for drinking, washing, cooking, bathing, etc. But still there is enough supply of water on the earth. How does this happen? Okay, so we use water for so many purposes, but still there is a supply. We are getting water on the earth. No, it is not getting over. Still we are getting over. Still we are getting, the water on the earth. How are we getting this water? No, even though we are emptying our buckets every day, still we are getting water through the taps every day. How is this happening? Let us see. This is because there is continuous movement of water between the land water bodies and the air. Okay, because there is a continuous movement of water. Continuous movement of water between what? The land, the water bodies and the air. Three factors here. Okay, what are they? Land, water bodies and the air. Because of the movement, that is continuous movement of these three, so we are able to get water. Okay children, and there are two processes involved in this movement of water, that is evaporation and condensation. Along with the movement, we also have two processes. Okay, what are they? They are evaporation and condensation. So which are involved in this movement, children. So that is what we call it as water cycle. All the whole process of generating water is known as water cycle. Why we have given the name cycle, water cycle? No, as cycle it rotates as the cycle wheel here, no? It is going to rotate continuously when you ride the cycle. Here also the water movement is going to perform its work continuously without stopping. So that is why we are able to get the water. Okay children, where again two processes are involved. What are they? Evaporation and condensation. Clear children? And here you can see the water droplets. What are the water droplets? It's nothing but the water vapor. Here in the picture, are you able to see this water droplets? Okay, this is nothing but the water vapor. Clear children? Yes. Now, we'll just learn about evaporation and condensation. So, evaporation is the process in which water changes into water vapor. When wet cloths dry, water changes into water vapor. What is evaporation? So, in the beginning, we learnt that wet cloths dry when they receive the heat from the sun. No. Then what happened to the water? When they are heated, the water changes into water vapor. This process is known as evaporation. Clear children? When the water is heated, okay, that water is going to change into water vapor, which is known as evaporation. And now we'll see the condensation. Condensation is the process in which water vapor changes into water. So this is just opposite to evaporation. Here water vapor is going to change as water. Okay, how? So you must have seen that small water droplets form on the outer surface of a cold drink bottle or a glass with cold water. No, so in the before picture here children, so what happened actually, this is a glass with cold water. Cold water, suppose you kept this water in the fridge and then you have taken it out, no, and you have kept it on the table. After some time, you can see some small water drops here, as you can see here in the picture, on the outer surface of the glass. It is not inside, it is outside children. Okay. No. So this is called as condensation. So this cool water has got water droplets on the outer surface of the glass. So this is the process of condensation. Like what? In which water vapor changes into water. Water vapor changes into water. So again this water vapor, what happens? It changes, no? That water vapor, it changes. it's just going to flow down of the glass in the form of water. So that is nothing but condensation. Clear, children? And both evaporation and condensation are continuous process occurring in nature. So these two process, both evaporation and condensation, they are going to process continuously in the nature. Okay, children, in the nature is nothing but on the earth. Clear? Now we'll see about water cycle. What is water cycle, children? As I just gave you a brief word about this water cycle, we'll learn it in detail now. Due to the sun's heat, water gets heated and evaporates from seas, rivers, lakes, ponds as water vapor. Now, where are we getting water, or where can we see the water on the planet Earth, children? Yes, seas, rivers, lakes, ponds. No, you can see water here. They are all water bodies, oceans and all that. So what happens when the sun passes its rays? Now what we get? We get heat. Because of the sun heat, water gets heated. The water, it gets heated. Which water? Which is there in the seas, rivers, lakes and ponds, and gets heated and evaporates. It gets heated and evaporates. After getting heated, what happens, children? It is going to change as water vapor. No, water vapor. So that is nothing but evaporation. No. So this, after that what happened? Water vapor rises up into the air. This water vapor is going to rise up in the air. After reaching a great height, water vapor condenses into tiny droplets of water. Okay, after reaching a great height, we said that water is going to rise up in the air, and then after reaching a great height, in the sense so much of height in the sky, then this water vapor, it is getting cool. It gets cooled because of the air. Okay, children, because of the cool air above the sky. Okay, and that is known as condensation. And this water vapor condenses into tiny droplets of water. It is going to condense into tiny, very small droplets of water, as we have seen on the outer surface of the glass in our picture. Okay, and these water droplets join together to form bigger drops, which in turn join to form clouds. So these water vapors, what happens? These water droplets, sorry, it is not vapor, water droplets, they are going to join together. And all the small droplets, they join together to form a bigger drops, which in turn, which again are going to join to form clouds. Okay, children, like suppose if you have small drops first, then they are going to join as very big droplets. Okay, very big droplets, and then in turn they are going to change as clouds. Okay, and when clouds become heavy with water drops, the water drops fall on the surfaces of the earth as rain. When these clouds, they become heavy with water drops, so these water drops, they are going to fall on the surface of the earth. How can we see it? In which form? In the form of rain. In the form of rain. Clear, children? And some part of the rainwater seeps into the soil and gets collected underground. Okay, so some part of the rainwater. So you have got the rainwater all over the surface of the earth. Some water is going to seas, rivers, lakes and ponds. No, it is going to fall on these and they are going to get the water bodies. Along with that, some part of the rainwater, it is going to seep into the soil, it is going to sink into the soil, going into the soil and gets collected underground. It is going to get collected underground. Suppose, for example, have you seen well, children? Well, yes. No, it is an underground water source. No. So where are we getting the water from? From the soil, that is, which is under the ground. And that water has been collected through these rains. Clear, children? And the continuous movement of water between the land, water bodies and air is called the water cycle. The continuous movement of water between what? Land, water bodies and air. It is called as water cycle. Clear, children? Understood? Yes, now see here in the picture. So you will be having a clear picture here. Water cycle. See the arrow marks? No. Here, first thing is, here, due to the sun's heat, water in the water bodies changes into water vapor. No? The water here is getting heated. The water in the sea, river, lake, pond, all they are getting heated. And they are changing into water vapor. See here in the second one here. Water vapor rises up in the air and cools down to form water droplets. Again what happens? The water droplets join to form bigger drops, which in turn join together to form clouds. And when the drops become too heavy to remain in the air, they fall down as rain. So when the clouds become heavy with the water drops, then it's very difficult to carry it in the air. So it is going to fall down as rain. Clear, children? And rainwater fills the seas, rivers, ponds and lakes. See here the rain. See the cloud here. Okay, from this cloud we are getting the rain, and where the water is going to filled up. No, in the seas, rivers and ponds, and some part of the water is going to sink under the ground. Okay, underground. Clear, children? Okay, now. So let us just revise and recall until whatever we have just learnt. Now the first is, when we sneeze or cough, dash get released into the air. What is released into the air, children, when we sneeze or cough? That is germs. Okay, and the answer is germs. Heat from the dash evaporates in seas, rivers, lakes and ponds. Heat from the sun. No, heat from the sun. It is going to evaporate water. It's going to evaporate water in the water bodies. The third one is, the cool air changes water vapor into tiny droplets of dash. The cool air changes water vapor into tiny droplets of what? Cloud or water? It is water. Clear? And the fourth one is, water drops fall on the surface of the earth as what? Water drops are going to form as a cloud. No. And they are going to fall on the surface of the earth as what? Either water vapor or rain. It is rain. Clear, children? Understood? Okay then. Now we are going to conclude here. I am going to end it up here. And tomorrow we are going to continue with the other topic. And until then, take care and goodbye. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates.